In this tutorial, I want to share with you how to break the Microsoft Excel password. So maybe you are working and you have decided to password your document so other people cannot make inputs to it, or even you at some point you don't have to even edit it or have access to it and change one or two things. You can password your document. Now, to password a document, all you need to do is to start by coming to review over here, and you can come to protect sheet or to protect workbook completely. Okay, so you can protect a sheet and you can set in password. This document can be protected. Alternatively, you can come to the tab or the sheet that you have, and then you right click on it and say protect sheet. Okay, so you just click on protect sheet and you can now put in the password that you want to put, 12345 for example, and say okay. It will request you to re-enter the password to confirm. Okay, so 12345, let's say okay, and this document confirmation password is not identical. Okay, sorry, 12345, and we can say yes. And now it's request to confirm 12345, and we now say okay. And now this document is password protected. Okay, so you can try to attempt to change anything and it will not change. So for example, I try to change anything and you can see you cannot change. Try to change anything, you cannot change. Try to do anything, you cannot. And if you send it to someone, he will not be able to have access to edit anything within the document. He can only watch, he can only look, but he cannot put it. So for you to make use of it, for you to actually edit this document, you have to come over here and say on protect sheet, and you can put the password over here, 12345 6. For example, you included 6 and you forgot your password and it said no, you cannot open it, and this is your document and you lost it. Okay, you try it to both ways. You say unprotect the sheet and you do 1234567 and you try to open and it said no because you have forgotten the password. Now this little trick that I will share with you can help you to break this password and have access to your document back again. So to do that, all you need to do is to start by closing out this Microsoft Excel. Okay, so you can save if you want. You can come all the way to the folder where you have that document. So this is it, family game business for Excel 3D formulas. So you can just okay, so what you need to do now is this is .xlsx file. Okay, so to see the extension, you can select it. You can come all the way to view over here to these 3 dots. Okay, you can just click anywhere. You can come to these 3 dots. You can come to options over here and it's going to show you folder options. You can come all the way to view and you can go down to hide extensions for known file types. You can just uncheck this and you can click on apply and you say okay, and you can see now this is .xlsx format. You can see it has been highlighted. But before you make any changes to this, maybe you may need to have a duplicate of this document in cases when you make a mistake and you cannot be able to refer back. So to make a duplicate of this, let's try to create a new folder and we call it broken password, and then we try to copy this very document. Okay, we try to right click and we say copy, and then we can come all the way to broken password and then we paste it. So you can see right now it is in the .xls folder. So you just right click on the copied one, just right click, you can come to more options and you can come to rename, and instead of .xls .xlsx, you can just come all the way, delete it and make it .zip. Okay, so it will pop up a warning, are you sure you want to change it? I say yes, and it has made this folder a zipped folder. Okay, it has zipped it. This is another way to zip your folders. Okay, so it has zipped this folder. Now what we need to do is to try to double click on the zipped folder, and you can see it has a bunch of features. It has a bunch of files. Okay, so you can come to Excel file over here and then you can come to worksheets. Okay, you just click and you have a bunch of sheets that we are working on. So to be certain which sheet we were working on, it was sheet 5. Okay, sheet 5, and we can just select it. Let's say we are just going to unpassword or unprotect sheet 5, and we can select it, you can copy it to clipboard, and you can come back to our folder and you can just paste it over here. So now what you need to do is to double click on this sheet 5 to try to open it. it's going to pop up that we should choose an app that we are going to open with. So let's say I'm going to open this with WordPad. Select WordPad and say okay, and we can see a bunch of code program. Okay, so but then what we are looking for is protection. So you look for protection where it is written protected. So but then to do that in the fastest way, you just close on, you just press on Ctrl F to bring in the find pop-up, and you can just put protection. You can just search for protection. Okay, you can find, and you can see it over here. This is sheet protection, and you can see all the algorithm over here. So let's say we open it up so that you can see it clearly. So all you need to do is to start by selecting from this sheet all the way down to this point, down to this one icon, and the closing of this up to this point. All right, so let's say we do up to this point because it has selected this one, so we're going to delete everything from that. We just delete, and you can see the opening is there just like that. So just be sure that you selected it exactly like that. So you just try to do file and do save as, and we can save it in the same format. We can go to the main folder, we can save it over here, we can save it, we can close this, and then we can close this as well. We can go back to the main folder, and we can see the sheet 5 that we've just edited. Okay, so let's try to bring it into this broken password. Okay, we bring it back and replace it with the one that is in existence. And what we are going to do is to try to replace the one inside the zipped file with this one. So we'll just try to double click to open. All right, so we'll go to Excel as before, we'll go to worksheet, and then we'll go up to sheet X5, but then we'll just minimize this. So we'll bring in this one to replace it, sheet 5 with this sheet 5. So we just drag and drop it, and it's going to pop up. Yeah, so we say okay. Yeah, so we have replaced it. So we'll close on this, and then we can come back to the same file that we zipped before. Instead of .zip, we now right click on it, and then we can come to show more options, and then we can go to rename, but this time around we make it .xlsx. Okay, so we are now referring it, bringing it back to the way it was before. So we just hit on enter. Say, are you sure you want to change it? We say yes, and let's try to open and see what difference will it bring, whether we can edit it or not. So just double click to open, and you can see this is our Microsoft Excel. So we try to click on anything. You can see we can edit anything, we can edit at any given point, we can edit anything. So it's now the protection is gone. So the protection is gone. So by just highlighting that text and deleting it, you have deleted the protection within the Microsoft Excel protected document. Okay, so you can apply that to any document that you have misplaced the password or you have forgotten the password. Just follow the process and just replace the sheet that you are targeting, or the sheet that you have protected, and it will be very easy for you to unprotect the password or remove the password from that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a bit on how to remove password or break password from Microsoft Excel document. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to always hit the subscribe and notification buttons to stay connected to this channel for more of our very useful videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.